The length of a rectangle is 6 inches more than its width. The perimeter of the rectangle is 24 inches. What is the dimensions of the rectangle? To solve this question, since it's about a rectangle, we can draw a rectangle. The first part of the sentence says the length of a rectangle is 6 inches more than its width. What we can do is put x on one side of the rectangle, since we do not know the width of the rectangle. But the length of the rectangle is 6 inches more than the width, or 6 inches more than x. In terms of x, that would be x plus 6. If x is on the left side of the rectangle, the right side, which is an equal side, is also x. And if the top length is x plus 6, then the bottom length is also x plus 6. The next sentence says the perimeter of the rectangle is 24 inches. The perimeter is the distance around, or the sum of all four sides of a rectangle. So if we add up all four sides, we have two x's, x plus x, and we also have x plus 6 and x plus 6. So we'll add x plus 6 and plus another x plus 6. That equals the perimeter, which in the problem is equal to 24. If we combine like terms, x plus x plus x plus x, that's 4x, and 6 plus 6 would be 12, equals 24. Solving, we can subtract 12 on both sides. So 4x equals 24 minus 12 will be 12. And dividing by 4, we'll have x equals 3. So one side of the rectangle, in this case the width, is equal to 6, is equal to 3. And the other side, if we plug it back in, x plus 6 or 3 plus 6, the other side would be 9. So two sides of the rectangle are 3 and 9. The sum of three consecutive integers is 147. Find the integers. In this problem, we're going to have the sum of three numbers, so adding three numbers together. Those numbers are consecutive integers. Consecutive meaning they're right next to each other, and integers meaning they're whole numbers, positive or negative, but they cannot be decimals or fractions. To solve this question, we can write an equation. If we let x be the first integer that we don't know but we can solve for, the next consecutive integer means it's the next number after x. In terms of x, to find the next number, that can be x plus 1. So if x is the first integer, the next integer after x is x plus 1. And since we have three numbers, we'll add the third number to it. The next integer after that would be x, and we'll add 2 to it. So x is the first integer, adding 1 is the next integer, and adding 2 is the last integer. The sum of all those equals 147. Solving, we can combine like terms. X plus x plus x would be 3x, and plus 1 plus 2 would be plus 3, equals 147. Solving, we can subtract 3 on both sides. So 3x equals 147 minus 3 would be 144. And last step, divide by 3. 144 divided by 3, we can do long division. 144 on the inside divided by 3 on the outside. 3 into 14 goes 4 times. 4 times 3 would be 12. subtract, bring down the 4. 3 and the 24 would be 8. So our first number, 48, is the first integer. The next consecutive integer, the number after 48, is 49. And the third integer, the number after 49, would be 50. So the three consecutive integers that add up to 147 is 48, 49, and 50. Find three consecutive even integers that sum to 24. We can use x to represent the first even integer. Since we're doing the sum, we'll add to that the next even integer. If x is a even integer, the next even integer is two numbers above that, or x plus 2. So the first even integer is x, the second number, next even integer is x plus 2, and the third number past that, in terms of x, the second consecutive even integer would be 4 numbers above that, so it would be plus 4. And the sum would be 24. Solving this equation, x plus x plus x would be 3x, 2 plus 4 would be 6, equals 24. Solving from here, we can subtract 6 on both sides. So 3x equals 18. Dividing by 3. And we'll have our first answer, 18 divided by 3 would be 6. To find the next even integer after 6, we can add 2 to that, which would be 8. And to find the third number, we can add 2 to that, which would be 10. So the three consecutive even integers that add to 24 is 6, 8, and 10. Find three consecutive odd integers that sum to 51. Again, if we let x be the first odd integer, we can add to that the next odd integer. If x is an odd integer, the next odd integer after that is two numbers bigger, or x plus 2. And the third consecutive odd integer in terms of x would be x plus 4. Equals 51. Solving from here, x plus x plus x would be 3x, and 2 plus 4 would be 6, equals 51. Subtracting 6 on both sides, 3x equals 45. Dividing by 3, our first number would be 15. The next consecutive odd number after 15 would be 17, and after 17 would be 19. So the three consecutive odd integers that add to 51 is 15, 17, and 19.